I'm going to show you a quick and easy way how to learn your triads up and down the neck. I show all my students this, and I'm going to give this tip away for free. I call it the blues tip. Literally 1, 4, 5 up and down the neck. So in the key of G, that's C, that's G, C, D, right? So G, C, D, and back to G. And then we're going to do the same thing up here, same thing up here. So slower, we're going to play G, C, D, G. Okay? We're going to go up here, do G, C, D, G. And then finally up here, G, C, D, G. Okay? And then what we can also do is just keep going across all the string sets, right? So we did the upper 3. Now let's move. So like we're on the middle 3, right? So sounds like that. G, C, D, G. We're going to go up here. G, C, D, G. And then up here. G, C, D, G. I love that one. That's a nice one. And then down here, once again, like let's go to the middle string set. So like A, D, well, A, D, and G. So G, C, D, G, right? And same thing all the way up and down the neck. And if you're struggling to remember these triads, I have a free PDF you can just download. It gives you every triad in the major and minor key. But you only need major for this one. And then finally, the last one is G. Oh, man, it's going to be low. Oh, well. G, C, D, G. A little muddy down there. G, C, D, G. And then G, C. You can tell why people don't use these lower structures. D, and G. Okay? And when you put it all together, when you want to be able to fly. You know? You want to be able to go low to high and high to low. So a good way to quiz yourself is like, all right, if I was in this position, how could I play every possible way of playing G, C, D? So G, C, right? Or and then I'd move to the next position, right? Which would happen to be right here. So I'd say, right? And then I do that all the way up and down the neck. And what you're going to end up doing is mastering the blues, for one. You're going to know every 1, 4, 5, so you're going to be a blues wizard. But you're also going to have like this freedom and confidence up and down the neck that you didn't have before. That's for sure. Because the thing is, when you only know like 1 or 2 ways to play a chord, you're limited, right? And being limited is never good. You want to have options. We're the land of options, United States. We got 1,000,001 options for cereal. So why shouldn't you have 1,000,001 options for chords, right? Variety is the spice of life, they say. And then you're going to want to do this exercise in all the keys, right? So like, say now let's say we're in the key of E. So you want to be able to play E, B, A, and E, right? But you don't want to just play it these stock bar chords, right? You want to be able to play it like E, A, B, E, and then and you want to be able to do it all the way up and down the neck. Oh my goodness. Even those low muddy ones, I'm telling you, they're gonna come in handy. You're gonna thank me. You're gonna say, all right, Soulful Guitar Lesson, thank you. Because one day you're gonna encounter it, and you want to be prepared for anything. Okay? So you're gonna want to do it in all the keys, right? You want to be able to do 1, 4, 5, 1. 1, 4, 5, 1. 1 4 5 1 1 4 5 1 1 4 5 1, right? And just beat 1 4 5 1, and then we're gonna do it in a new key, right? And then you'll pick a random key, pick C. So 1 4 5 1 1 4 5 1 1 4 5 1 1 4 5 1 1 4 5 1, right? See, the thing is, I know these shapes, so it's quick, but trust me, when I was starting off, it was not like that. It took me a bit to understand what was going on, and to really dial it in. And I think a great way is just like doing those exercises up and down that I was explaining earlier. But it's also like learning songs, like songs that have only a couple chords, and I'll give you a couple songs, just so that you can start to implement these triads. So Beast of Burden by the Rolling Stones is a great one. Brown Eyed Girl, I can't stand that song, but it's a good exercise for this purpose. My Girl by the Temptations is a great one. And just investigate those, and you're gonna be able to play a lot of. I mean, so the Rolling Stones actually has scratch that one, because that actually has that one. That's 1 5 6. So yeah, scratch that one. Just do Brown Eyed Girl, which I can't stand, and My Girl, which I love. Especially the verse. So yeah, that'd be a great way to just implement your like these chords, and start to actually like use the exercise rather than it just be this random exercise that you have no application for, right? So yeah. And then what you're going to end up doing, if you really, really want to challenge yourself, you can do that for minor. You can do it for minor as well. So, we started off in the key of G. So let's say our first chord was then G minor. So, this is a little bonus round. If you're still watching this far, say what's up in the comments, because not a lot of people make it this far, but I'm glad you're here with me. So say it was G minor, C minor, D minor, G minor. Right? And you could do that all the way up and down the neck. Say, right? Okay. And so yeah, this is like Santana vibes, or like a lot of R&B neo soul will use those minor triads. So, you don't want to short change the triads, because, you're going to be using them, the major and the minor. So I mainly use the major, but, it's always good to have the minor, but this kind of exercise, if I gave this a student, they would probably be busy for like, I don't know, this would be like a month or two exercise. Okay. So take your time, really dial this stuff in, get it under your fingers, because it's so rewarding once you get it. And here's the thing, like I've been saying this forever, like once you get these triads, it's not just chords that you get, it's also soloing, because like you'll know all the right notes for your solos, right? Most of soloing happens through triads. So I know that in the key of G, like if we're in the key of G, right, I know that I can play that. And then when it comes to the C, I know I can hit that chord. And then back to the G. Like I can hit whatever around it, but I know what are like the safe notes. That's a triad, right? I could just do whatever and end up on the triad. Right? It's like you play a blues lick and then you land on the triad, or like you're outlining the triad, right? That's right. And then that's so useful, right? And then when it goes to the C chord, back to the G. And then, if it goes to the D chord, you can literally, you can just do a run, you know, like that, and then you go back to your G. You know, and just like have fun with it, right? You know, that's essentially that's stretching it, right? You know, you're going to end up being able to play in the key of G. Then, you know, when the C chord comes, you're going to be outline that triad. When the D chord comes, you can outline that triad, right? And we want to take this even further. Triads are actually like the 1-4-5 is the foundation for all the music, right? So I could play 1-4-5-1, but also 1-4, but rooted on the A is a minor chord. This 5 chord rooted right here on the B is actually the 3 chord. You know, so we actually have A minor, G major, A minor, B minor, C major, right? All with the 1-4-5, just depending on where the bass note is playing. So G, C, but then right there, A, right? If I'm rooted on the A, it's a minor chord. 5 chord, but if I play a B in the root, it's a B minor. And then back to the 1, I could play that, and if I'm rooted on the E, it's a 6 chord. Okay, so if this is confusing, check out the number system. I have a video on this, but check out the number system. And basically, you learn your 1-4-5 all the way up and down the neck, and you're golden. Like, you can play and you can solo, and you're basically limitless because you can play not only the 1-4-5, you can play the 1, and then the 2, and then the 3, and then the 4, and the 5, and the 6. Right? So, anyways, you don't think that this is a simple or silly exercise, because it's not. Like, the 1-4-5 will get you to where you need to be. It'll get you feeling confident. It'll get you right. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'm here to help. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.